We are with Frankie Corrado now, and Frankie, the Leafs are likely without Morgan Rielly until after the Olympics, and with all the trade chatter surrounding the team, do you think this is an opportunity for them to see what the defensive group would look like without Rielly?
You know, it wouldn't be the first time that they've had to play a long period of time without Morgan Rielly. I think back to a few years ago, Rielly was injured, and players like Rasmus Sandin really stepped up. They won a bunch of games in that time span, so it's not the first time that they've had to live life without, the defenseman who makes the most money on the Toronto Maple Leafs. But with that being said, Sarah, this is a different kind of year for Toronto. It's not necessarily, at this point anyways, about wins and losses. For me, it's more about how do you move off pieces this year that can help set you up for success in the following years to come, similar to the way the Boston Bruins did last season. So it's not really an evaluation on, can we win games right now without Morgan Rielly? We've seen in the past that they can win games without Morgan Rielly, but you need to have the players around the group that help you win games. And, with the way things have gone this season, we can honestly say that it hasn't been the case. They're going to have to make transactions that help set them up for success next season.
Yeah, exactly. Something's got to give. And tonight it is a matchup against the Flames. And not only are the Leafs way off of playoff contention, so are the Flames. So thinking long term, when it comes to the path back to being competitive, which of these teams is in a better spot, Toronto or Calgary?
The Toronto Maple Leafs are still in a better spot because they have superstar power on their lineup. Mind you, one of those superstar players has left in Mitch Marner, but when you still have Austin Matthews and you still have William Nylander, that's something the Calgary Flames don't necessarily have. They're still in the mode where they have to strip it down a little bit before they can build it back up and acquire some of those game-breaking players. And at the end of the day, we see every year, Stanley Cup champions are the best team. They're the team that plays the best as a group, but always at the forefront is superstar power. And the Toronto Maple Leafs have at least two players that lead, both these teams, Toronto and Calgary, in that regard. So as far as turning things around, the path should be easier for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It really just depends, Sarah, if they're going to make the right moves and make the right assessment on where this group is at as they try and retool or restock, whatever reuse you want to use, they have to find a way to execute on that with the star players that they have.
Absolutely, and find that cohesive unit for success. Now, the biggest trade chip on the ice tonight, Frankie, could be former Maple Leaf and current Flame Nazem Kadri. He has 35 points in 54 games this year.